what have you been thinking about changing?
Okay, so something that's happened sort of during the coronavirus lockdown is a lot more snacking at night. So that's something that is really kind of a bad habit that's crept in that I really want to change.
Yeah, okay. And we know snacking at night is not so great because it tends to not be carrots that you're snacking on. It tends to be less nutritious foods, doesn't it? That happens to me anyway.
Yeah. So chocolate, yeah, all this, few biscuits, few little sneaky, it's quiet at night time. It's nice. I can just sit down and relax, and it's been quite stressful. I'm homeschooling. So
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
time.
However, yeah, well, time for yourself, and that is important. However, obviously, like those kind of foods are not really nutritious. They're not going to be great for your health, chronic disease risk, teeth, etc. So it's probably a good idea if we get rid of that habit. Have you thought about some strategies to get rid of that? Say, not having the food in the house at all. Sometimes that really works because in our physical environment, if we have lots of different, snacks, and especially those ones like, those processed foods like chocolate, etc., it just means that it's more tempting for us to snack on them. So if you don't have them there at all, you're less likely to snack on them.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Well, it's a little bit hard because I've got kids, so there's always something in the house, and even if it's not maybe my favorite kind of snack, the kids love Oreos. So if there's nothing else in the house, I'll just eat Oreos because, it's nice after dinner and it's quiet. Netflix is on, it's just some time for me.
Have you, well, firstly, obviously, like, Oreos aren't great for your kids either, but have you thought about having some healthier snacks available? So, some maybe fruit or something like that, or some herbal tea that you could snack on instead. So you're still winding down, having that wind down time in front of Netflix, but you're having more of a healthier option.
Yeah, look, I've tried different things. I mean, I used to get that low fat hot chocolate, and I used to try and drink that, and sometimes I'll have a herbal tea. It just doesn't it's just not really the same. That's all.
No, okay. What about like if you went for sort of like a 95% dark chocolate, and so you're still getting a bit of that chocolate, but you have like one square of it, or a portion controlled type of chocolate where you're only having a tiny little bit, or even just limiting yourself. So, okay, 2 nights a week, I'm just going to have the chocolate, and then that's it.
Okay, so just have dark chocolate. You think that might work? Something just...
Yeah, well, that's worked for my clients. It's worked for me, just having that strategy, because it's quite like a 95% is really hard to have a lot of. So you find that one square is just enough. And so that just sort of self-limits you. So that could be something that you could try. Do you think you could give that a go for me for the next week or two?
Yeah, I could try. I don't really like dark chocolate, but I can try it. I mean, maybe I'll like it. Maybe it'll hit the spot. I don't know.
Just give it a go. Like you like, it's worked seriously for me, for my clients. Just give it a go. And you could mark it off on a calendar when, the days that you've only stuck to that amount. But yeah, it'd be great for your health, and you'll just notice the difference in terms of your mood, and you'll feel proud of yourself. So is that okay? Should we just agree that between now and next time, that's the plan?
Yep. Great. Perfect. Yep.
Okay, great. Excellent. All right. I'll see you next week.
Hey. Thanks.
This is take 2. This is a health coaching approach. By the way, none of this is scripted, as you've probably noticed already. So this is just off the cuff. All right, Sharon, do I have your permission to do another coaching demonstration?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you. Great. What would you like to have a chat about tonight?
Okay, so I've gotten into a bit of a bad habit of sort of dealing with the stress of COVID and lockdown by having some chocolate at night and a bit of treats, just sort of to help me wind down when all the kids go to bed.
Okay. Yeah. And tell me a little bit more about that. Is that a problem for you? Like, what are you thinking about it?
Well, there's things I really like about it. It's nice when the house is quiet and I've got some space and some time to myself. It's full on. It's homeschooling, and I'm trying to get my own stuff done. And if mum, it's just all I hear all day. And so it's just nice, and it's sweet, and I am a sweet tooth, so I like something nice after dinner. But I think what I'm feeling is the problem with it. It's just all the time, and because I'm tired as well, I'm then having the sugar to prop up my tiredness. So I just feel like it's in control of me, and I'm not in control of it. That's probably really what it's about.
Okay. And that feels uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's awful, actually.
So at the moment, it's like life sounds pretty hard for you. You've got a few things going on there, and you're needing a little bit of me time and downtime, and it feels nice in the moment. And then on the other hand, you feel that it actually is propping you up because you actually are tired, and in the long run, it's something that you do feel like you want to change.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I know it's not good for me, and I know it makes me feel a bit revolting the next day. Like I'm more tired the next day because I've sort of had all these little snacks, and I want just to have a little bit of it. Like I want to enjoy my time without it feeling something that I then beat myself up for the next morning, saying, why did I do that? I didn't even want all of those biscuits. I didn't even want half of the block of chocolate. Like, why didn't I just have a couple of pieces and leave it at that?
So what would an ideal sort of future Sharon that's eating the amount that makes you feel happy but is not too much look like?
You know what? It would look like cup of tea, nice cup of tea, couple of squares of chocolate, and yeah, and then just really just relaxing and enjoying my time more. I think actually what I'm not acknowledging is how tired I am, to be honest. I think you're right. I'm using it to prop me up, and I don't really want to do that. I think, maybe I just need to be more aware of how tired I am and go to bed. Like maybe it's as simple as that, honestly.
Okay. So have you already thought about, obviously you've started thinking about this. Have you started thinking about, and it's important to you, as you said, in terms of feeling good and the energy levels. And there's a few things going on there. It sounds like, as you said, you're tired, you're using it to prop yourself up. Have you started thinking about either strategies to reduce the chocolate or to deal with the tiredness yet?
You know what? I don't think I'd really acknowledged how tired I was. I think it's just been such a treadmill of one foot in front of the other. And I just sort of using that time of night to really wind down. So yeah, I don't actually think it is really even about cutting down the chocolate. I think it's about giving myself that space to wind down and maybe take a few things off my plate during the day, so I'm not feeling so stressed at night and feeling like I've got to escape and have some chocolate to make my day better. My day's actually okay. I just need to wind it all back a bit and take some time out for myself.
What would that look like?
Oh, just going for a walk. If I go for a walk, if I prioritize that walk at 3:00, end of school hours, I really feel like I can cope. And it's something that I've not prioritized because I felt like I've been too busy. So I haven't even made time for that. But if I made time for that, I actually don't think I think I'd be happy to go to bed. I think I would have had that time out for myself, and I would have had the trees and that opportunity to breathe. And I think it would have been, I think I would have not need to stay up late to get that time to myself, because I think I would have got it at that walk instead. I think that would be really good, a really good thing to do, in fact. Yeah, I don't know why I thought of it, actually.
Have you done that in the past?
Well, I was in a routine of going for a walk every day, which was just, it's me time, and it's so beautiful. But I just let it slide off the priority list with everything else that was on.
When you were doing that in the past, though, was that counteracting the chocolate in the evening?
Yeah, I didn't kind of. So this chocolate in the evening is a new thing. It's a new thing in response to the fact that there's nothing for me. I feel like COVID has taken anything for me and shoved it sideways. So yeah, I even let that go.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So going for a walk in the afternoon, what would that look like? Is that something that you feel that you could start soonish? Like, how are you in terms of readiness?
Tomorrow. I am walking tomorrow. Yeah, totally. I'm bringing that back in. I love it. Yeah, tomorrow.
That's great. Yeah. Okay, I can hear that excitement in your voice. So what we would do from this point onwards is we would talk more about that walk with Sharon and what it looks like and scheduling it in her day. We'd move more into planning out goal and action plan. What we just did then was just exploring where she was at with her readiness to change, and exploring motivators, the importance level, the confidence, really having a client-centered approach.